Questions about issues that have popped up with the royalty system in Ghana and artists forming allegiance for change, alliance for change. Sorry. Yes. So I wanted to know, once an artist is registered with Gamro, is that enough for them to get royalties?
First and foremost, we have different types of registration.
Okay.
An artist become a member of Gamro, not an artist per se. A lot of people think Gamro deals with artists. Gamro deals with right owners.
Okay.
It's not every artist that is a right owner. So, for example, if you're a singer or you are a guitarist, and then somebody rents you to go and play guitar on his song and he pays you, you cannot have right on the song.
Okay. Okay.
You are a singer. Somebody has written a song. He engages you that come and sing for me. He has paid you.
Yes.
For the singing. You don't have rights to the song.
Okay.
But we are talking about the people who created the song, the writer, the composer, the arranger, and then the technical producer.
Okay.
Apart from that, then we are talking about the publishers, those who invest in the song.
All right. All right.
You know, those are the people who can become. Those are the people who can become right owners, and they become members of Gamro. But even those people, you should prove to Gamro that that song that you are declaring to Gamro has been released and has been performed on radio, on television. So initially you come, you are given a form either as a publisher or as an author, and then you sign by signing the form, it means you have given Gamro power to administer your rights for you.
Okay.
And that is the only time Gamro can start paying you. And then as soon as that thing happens, you are a provisional member. You are not a full member. Because let's say for this year, all the people who will apply to be members of Gamro, you are a provisional member until we go for an AGM and the AGM accepts you as a member before you can become a member.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and then from that time going, if royalties is distributed, there is a new system coming that will be logging your music and everything. Then what is due you will get. That is how the system works.
All right. All right. So I also wanted to know if once the person is registered or an accepted member of Gamro, do they still have to keep submitting song after song? That's songs they've released each time to Gamro for it to be tracked and royalties collected, or once they are done, it's a one deal and that's it?
No. As soon as you become a member of Gamro, each song of yours needs to be submitted, because each song of yours may have different partners. We call them interested parties.
Okay.
You may write a song today. You did the lyrics, somebody did the music, somebody arranged it. That song has its own DNA with its codes. If you write another song tomorrow, it may not be the same people who came out with that song.
Yeah.
So each song has its own code. You, the composer, you have your code.
Okay.
And then each song is coded. So right now, Gamro's new platform that is yet to be launched, you have to upload each song. And you, the person who are uploading the song, you have to tell us who did what.
Okay. Okay.
And then based on that, that information go into a database.
Okay.
And then the codes will be assigned to the songs behind that is the back office. And these codes that is going to be given to the songs, they are global.
Okay.
So that if Gamro give you those codes, that will be the identity, the DNA of that particular song. So anywhere in the world that song is used, that is the code. That will link to your code, that will link to Gamro, that says that you are a member of Gamro, and the money, wherever it is, will be traced and will be paid.
All right. All right. Thank you for that answer. I want to ask my next question.
Okay.
How do producers also get royalties? Can, let's say, a producer submit a song that hasn't been submitted by the artist for royalties?
If you're a producer and you are submitting a song, you have to prove to us who is the owner of the song.
Okay.
Perhaps you are a producer. So if you're a producer and you submit all the songs you have produced,
Okay.
You have to show us that the artist, because you see, you have two different types of producers. Somebody will take you to a studio, you go to a studio, and the producer will charge you.
Okay.
That this work I'm going to produce for you, I'm charging you so much. When you pay that producer, he does no longer own any right on the song.
Okay.
Unless the producer says, I'm working for you as a sound engineer, so pay me as a sound engineer, but my production right, I will keep it.
Okay.
This is what you have to agree. You, the producer, and the owner of the song or the author must agree. And this is what both of you will have to declare to Gamro.
Okay.
So as soon as this information comes to Gamro, we know that this particular song, maybe 50% or 60% belong to this guy, and 10% belong to that guy, and 20% belong to that guy. There is an international format of distribution of the interested parties, you know. So declaration is very, very important. It comes back to the question you asked earlier on. Each song must be declared based on who and who did what, because that information is what Gamro will have on our record.
Okay. So does that mean that if the person, the artists are not, we don't have the full team coming together to actually submit one song, whether it's the artist, the producer, the publisher, a producer can't get up.
You don't need the full team.
Okay.
The artist can come and submit, or the composer can come and submit that these are my songs. But the composer must write in his declaration that it was produced by this guy, it was arranged by that guy, it was written by that guy. This information will be there. So when the producer himself also come and declare that same song, we know already that yes, it is true that this song he produced it.
Okay.
Just like when we used to release a CD, you will see behind the CD that was produced by this guy, blah blah blah. So the declaration is the information you are giving, both the artist and the producer, whoever is given to Gamro.
Okay.
So that based on that, we will do your distribution.
All right. So yesterday I spoke with a young artist who I wanted to know if he was a member of Gamro, and according to him, he was like, he has been there for a couple of times, but the process itself is very cumbersome, and the papers and the things they have to do are a lot. And he was suggesting if there could be a way somebody can be in their house and probably through the internet get things sorted out without necessarily have to come there like thrice to get one process done. Are there new ways things like that are going to be sorted out, or is there some form of education to these young people that it's not as cumbersome?
The new generation, excuse me to say, are lazy.
Okay.
They are lazy. They want everything to be done for them. It is your song. It's like you are telling me that I bought a car, but as I'm going to register my car to get a number plate and an insurance and everything, it's too cumbersome. Somebody should stop and come and sit in your house to teach you how to. It is a simple form.
Okay.
It's a booklet. It's a simple form. The information you are putting in is about yourself and the song. But you see, some of them, they will sit there and say, very soon we are going to launch our new website. And I know that these same people will have the same problems, because you see, I just don't understand. Me, I started this thing long ago. Filling a form of your own song, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes to finish it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Even the time we used to submit CDs, every time you finish your work, you go and submit that, okay, I've done a new work, these are the titles and blah, blah, blah. Because the information is you, the owner, have to give that information to Gamro.
Okay.
It is not true that you have to come to Gamro 3 or 4 times before. It is not true.
All right.
What they do is, a lot of them think that as soon as you go to studio and you finish your work, you can become a member of Gamro. It is not true.
Okay.
The music must be used. You have to prove to Gamro that your music have been performed on radio station, on TV station, on whatever. So you can put maybe your video that is being shown on a TV station, or your music that is being played on a radio station for not less than 6 months.
Okay.
That is how it is all over the world.
All right.
Then you come and show it to Gamro as the performance of your work.
All right.
And that is what most of them find difficult, because they think that as soon as you finish your work, you come to Gamro and then you come and put the the unreleased or demo work there to Gamro, and then Gamro start to pay you money. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, so since you are telling me, obviously you are going to put this out there, but is there some form of a website or a place where they can actually attain this knowledge, know it before they come out to say the media to come and complain about Gamro? Because I'm sure if they are privy to this information, some complaints that we've been hearing in the industry would probably be not happening in the first place. Are there avenues where they can reach such information?
That is what I'm telling you, that the new generation, excuse me with my language, most of them are very lazy.
Okay.
How did I come about registering all my songs? My time, there was no internet for you to learn anything.
Okay.
It doesn't stop anybody from going online. There's so many CMOs, PRS, ASCAP, SACEN, so many countries, South Africa, whatever. If you just click CMO, CMO means Collective Management Organization. You can learn anything about how to protect your rights.
Okay.
You know, Gamro used to have a website that all this information was there. We have pulled it down because we are upgrading it to a very, very higher level because of the current technological advancement and whatever. When you called me, I was online in US discussing with a company that is helping us to upgrade our system in terms of monitoring and everything. That's why I couldn't talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are upgrading this, and I'm telling you that even as we do so, those lazy ones will still go out there and complain, because they will come and tell you, and because you have to be a member of Gamro first to start.
All right.
When you go there on the website, it will give you a whole lot of information, but after you submitted your songs and whatever, you just have to continue to learn about your rights. It is your right, it's not my rights.
Yeah.
You know, you if you want to be a doctor, do you just get up and start injecting people? No. You have to learn something about practicing medicine.
Yeah.
You know, but what we do, you put it on social media for free. Then you cry and you are crying that Gamro should give you money. What money should it give you? Because you've already given your music for free.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Yes. So I think I'll move on to my next question. Stonebwoy was on an interview and he said that if he has to go on the streets to go and protest for issues of royalties to be attended to immediately, that's what he's going to do. Now, Alliance for Change, they are actually looking for the immediate, realistic move to make sure that issues concerning royalties and artists complaining here and there that their monies are not coming and all that are being sorted. And you being the chairman of the Gamro team, I want to know, what is the immediate, realistic move for these artists or for the Alliance for Change to actually get conversations about royalties smoothing out?
Alliance for Change, they are welcome with their alliance.
Okay.
But the thing is, nothing happens overnight.
All right, that's true.
Any good thing that is supposed to be done is done with money. It's not technology, it's not for free. So when people use the word, login is not done for free.
Okay.
So, and then the fact that we are Gamro deals with a certain aspect of royalties, not all royalties.
Could you?
We are collective management. Gamro deals with performing rights.
Okay. Could you probably expatiate on that? Which kind of monies or royalties?
When you release your work and you put it on digital platforms like Amazon, iTunes, and all those things, Gamro is not responsible for that.
Okay.
Gamro is only responsible for airplay, TV play, and perhaps synchronization right, like somebody using your music to do adverts. These are the rights Gamro administers. So when people are crying for royalties, sometimes I can feel that some of them, they put their music on digital platforms and they are not getting the necessary royalties, and they think that is Gamro's responsibility. It's not.
All right.
So the rights Gamro deals with elsewhere, all over the world, it is a supplementary income. It is not the main source of revenue for musicians or right owners. It is not.
Okay.
You know, so it is all about education. Yes, of course. I mean, we would want to get the best for Ghanaian right owners. But the question is, you are living in a third world country where the music user doesn't understand why he has to pay for the music he's using. All telcos in Ghana are not paying anything.
Wow.
Elsewhere in other countries, they are paying.
Okay.
That is why we are in court with them. And in Ghana, when you go to court, the minimum time you can finish your whatever is 2 years, 3 years. We have been in court with these telcos for 3 years.
Wow.
GBC, which is a state broadcaster, for 7 years they haven't paid anything. We are in court.
Okay.
Some of the major platforms, radio stations, that we have to pull them to court. All these things are money that you have to spend, and you take them to court. And at the end of the day, how much are they even paying?
Not
You
enough.
see, so people ask for complaints. Everybody can complain.
Okay.
So we welcome Alliance for Change. We are happy. We will sit with them. We will explain to them what we came to meet, where we are going. It is always better. People don't understand. GAMRO is not some governmental institution. GAMRO is a private organization made up of right owners who have come together to form their own organization to protect their rights.
Okay. Okay.
So GAMRO is not something that everybody goes to studio and record and think that GAMRO owns him. It's not like that. It is private individual right owners who have come together to form the organization, even though it's being regulated by government. It is regulated by laws, strict laws.
All right. All right.
So before you even talk about GAMRO, first and foremost, find out what GAMRO is. What established GAMRO? What is their mandate? What are they supposed to administer? But now it's like every Tom, Dick, and Harry gets up and thinks that GAMRO is responsible for all his failures or all his problems. It's not true. It's not true. So we are happy. Let as many people as possible function. I mean, some of these CMOs, South Africa, they've run for over 50 years. I mean, some countries have run for 150 years. GAMRO is just 6 years. We started with no capital. But we are working very, very hard. I understand some of the people and their frustrations.
Yeah.
But the sad aspect of it is, even some of them, most of them who are frustrated talking on social media are not even members of GAMRO. They haven't assigned any right to GAMRO. So what are you expecting us to administer?
Okay. So yesterday I spoke to Reggie Zippy of Reggie and Bully fame, and he was of the opinion that if GAMRO is willing, they are willing to bring external parties who have the login systems running and working for them to actually come and take charge of things. But then it all depends on the willingness of GAMRO to make these people come on board to help. And I want to know if...
But you only think we sit in GAMRO and we don't know what to do. We don't know that we can also bring external partners. You know, sometimes it is easy to talk. As I told you, when you called me and I couldn't talk to you, we were talking to external partners.
Okay. Okay.
External partners don't work for free. So you shop around the world and you find who will give you a better deal. You look at your pocket when you are going to a shop to buy something. You can go and see, you want to buy a car. You can go and see Bentley, you can see Rolls Royce, you can see Tico. It depends on your pocket.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not as if we sit here, we don't know what to do.
Okay.
I've taken the pain and I've learned about CMOs for the past 30 years, so we know exactly what we are doing.
Okay.
But as I told you, if you start a company and you're running, you just don't run because some company has gone to buy 10 cars, so you're also going to buy 10 cars. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money.
Okay, so could you say that probably the fact that the progress, we are not seeing progress with that situation yet because maybe there's the need for some form of financial assistance, so that if the Alliance for Change, they know they are bringing that form of financial assistance for the matter to be resolved, let's say in the next 2 years, they are aware, they are sure of the timeline that, okay, we are investing this kind of money with GAMRO, we are working together with GAMRO with an external person to help resolve our issue with this particular timeline. So it's the problem money, because what they want right now is an immediate realistic move. Is it the money?
They can't have immediate solution. There is no magic to anything. I'm repeating, as you called me, we were online speaking to a major global player.
Okay.
We didn't start this today. We started it 2 years ago. Sometimes the people who will come, the money they are charging, you check the income of Gamro and the money they are charging, it's like you have to give them all your money and go and borrow and top up.
Wow.
So then you are collecting 10 cedis and somebody is asking you to pay him 20 cedis for login. And what people do not understand, login does not necessarily add money.
Okay.
Login just gives you the capability to distribute equitably.
Okay.
So we are here maneuvering, finding ways to get these things done. I came to Gamro purposely because of this login and adequate distribution and whatever it is. That is why I'm here. But the thing is, you don't just come. You come to an organization that didn't even have an office.
Wow.
They didn't have a 5-member staff. You don't have a vehicle. You don't have anything. Then you are talking about login. The people you are collecting money from, they are not ready to pay you. What do? You drag them to court. You try to maximize your income because whatever service you want to have, it is money that you need to render that service.
That's true.
You know, but the law that established Gamro, the reason why we are crawling is the law says any money you collect, don't use more than 30% to run the administration, salaries, logistics, whatever, legal fees. Don't do more than 30%. Sell the money to the rightful owners. If you go against that, government will seize your license.
So why?
So you want to break the law? The
Yes.
only way, like, okay, no, this year I have 2 million. We need cars. We need a login. Let's pay them. Then government sees your license because people start crying. Oh, they didn't distribute, and government will seize your license. It has happened in so many countries. Gamro cannot do that.
Yes. So why has there been conversations that Gamro should be investigated or be audited because they are actually spending more than their budgets? And because you just said that even the government or the laws of the land does not allow for any institution to spend.
Exactly. So the people who are making those loud noise are ignorant because government has audited Gamro since its inception to 2016.
Okay.
As I sit here in Gamro, if anything has gone wrong, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
Most of the people who are talking, they are just talking out of either sheer mischief. Don't forget that Gamro, anywhere there is election, there is politics.
That's true. That's true.
So there are people sitting somewhere thinking that there's some big money in Gamro that they want to come and chop. So they will go on radio and TV and defame people so they can have the power to come in. Previously, we used to be COSGA. COSGA was a quasi-government. It was established by government. So government, any minister, anybody could have sat in his office and say, oh, I dissolved the COSGA board because it was government.
Okay.
But Gamro is not government.
Okay.
Gamro is private, regulated by government. You do A, B, C, D. If you don't do A, B, C, D, I'll seize your license. And Gamro is in line.
Okay.
I would have loved that Gamro moves very fast. But anybody who come close to Gamro will know that we are doing so well. We cannot just every 2 minutes go and sit on radio telling everybody what we are doing. We are not a public institution. We are for our members.
Okay.
So if you are a musician and you think that because you are a musician, so Gamro should come and account to you every minute. It doesn't work that way. You haven't assigned any right to Gamro. You have no business asking Gamro to account to you. If you want to become a member because every year we do our audited accounts and we give copies to our members. Any member that doesn't understand will ask questions. If any member thinks that we are chopping money, we are stealing money, the court is there. You can go and then take us to court. But all these people who are ranting, jumping one place, sometimes saying all manner of things, after all, they are giving content to the media. And they think that will change everything. It's not true.
Okay, so it's clear that the problem here is education. People not knowing what it is that Gamro does or what it is they have to do to get royalties. So I just wanted to know if there's this one education you have for these artists and people chasing after Gamro, what will it be? What is that one thing they have to know about Gamro so that it will actually smoothen out the conversation for every party? That's for Gamro and for the artists, whether young, new, established. What is that one thing you could actually educate people on? Because clearly the problem is education.
I understand where you're coming from. As I said earlier on, if you are a musician of a sort or a right owner of a sort, and you know that GAMRO is the organization that you want to receive royalties from, first and foremost, you find out about GAMRO.
Okay.
If I want to open a bank account, I don't sit in my house and castigating against every bank because I have money in my pocket.
Yeah.
You go to a specific bank and you find out how it takes to open an account. And then you open an account, then you become a customer of that particular bank.
Yeah, that's true.
But people have impression that GAMRO is responsible for their failures, and when they talk about royalty, what royalty are they talking about? We have various types of royalty. That majority of the royalties we are talking about is not in the hands of GAMRO.
Okay.
People think that every royalty is in the head of GAMRO. It is not true. When you go and perform your live shows, you collect your money from the person you are performing for. GAMRO only collects
Airplay
royalty from the music that is being used. It is negligible.
Okay.
And for example, if your music is being played on radio stations pay some small money, flat money. And then at the end of the day, if we had the system itself will distribute the money pro rata to who the music belongs to.
All right.
These are the royalties GAMRO deals with. Somebody wants to use your song for advert or something, then GAMRO contact the person, negotiate with you. Even that one, GAMRO cannot even make decision for you. You have to contact the right owner.
Okay.
So when people say and royalty, if you put your music on say mobile content and those people who use CIBT, what has GAMRO got to do with that? You go and collect your money from the people you give your music to.
Okay.
If you put your music on iTunes and whatever, you give it to digital content providers, and they pay you directly. That has nothing to do with GAMRO.
Yeah.
So it's like people are using GAMRO as a yardstick to pour out their frustrations. And I understand the music industry has become very difficult, but I will educate people that look, you want to become a member of GAMRO. It is a member-based private organization. You want to be part of it, you are welcome. But don't sit somewhere and think that because you've gone to studio to record, GAMRO owes you.
Okay.
It is not true. It doesn't work anywhere in the world.
Okay. So for those members who have registered with GAMRO and part of GAMRO, if they want to actually employ another party, an external party who is also in charge of royalty collection and all those things, to step in for them, probably because maybe they haven't seen much of what they want, is that allowed? Are they entitled to, or can they bring in an external party, maybe like Tunes by Muse or Muse Africa, to step in with the royalty collection and all?
Let me explain something to you.
Okay.
GAMRO has an elected board.
Okay.
GAMRO has a professional administration. So if you are a member of GAMRO and you think you have any solution to help GAMRO, you come and speak to the management. I am the board chairman. I don't work for GAMRO.
Okay.
If you know my telephone number and you think you are a member and you think you have solution to help GAMRO, office is open. Even if you are not a member, but you think you have a solution to help GAMRO, whether it's finance and whether it's technology or whatever, office is open.
Okay.
Nobody will sack you. Nobody will harm you that you are bringing a suggestion. This call that you called me that I was on, it's a well-established Ghanaian company in the US. So you cannot just sit outside and say, I want to go and bring a third party, whatever, to come. At the end of the day, you want to bring a third party, but you cannot bring a third party until you come and sit with GAMRO to find out maybe what you are bringing. GAMRO has even discussed with that person before.
Okay.
We are not sitting here sleeping.
All right.
We are going all over the world looking for people to help us. Some of them will come with budget that we can't sustain. Some of them we want partnership, but at the end of the day we realize that the things they are asking for, they'll end up take all our money. Other countries come here, they want to sign reciprocal agreements with us, but we realize that if you check the balance, the kind of music Ghanaian radio stations play will end up the small money that we are getting, we have to send everything to them.
Okay.
It is not just easy as people think it is.
All right.
We are not joking. We are really, really working hard. But the talking is too much. You have a lot of people Some of them are members of GAMRO, very ignorant. They go jump on radio station to radio station, spewing all rubbish and ignorance. Meanwhile, you invite these same people, come to GAMRO and let us know your problem. They will not come.
Okay.
They think that they will use GAMRO to trend. Not knowing that they are destroying the organization. You go and sit on radio and say GAMRO is corrupt. Don't pay them any money. Then, in the other hand, you go and sit somewhere having received my royalty. Is it correct?
No.
Exactly. We have people who are not even members of GAMRO. They haven't assigned any right legally to GAMRO. Yet they will go and sit on social media insulting everybody, board members, insulting everybody. People that you have no clue, you don't know them, you have nothing to do with them. Just because of what? Everybody saying GAMRO, so he's also joining the fray. It is not right.
That's true. All right. Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time, and I hope this line is open for me to call you as and when there are issues, because I like.
You are always welcome. And one thing that I want to assure you is, GAMRO will find solutions.
Hopefully.
We are finding solutions. Hopefully. We are not sleeping. We are working around the clock. But what GAMRO will not take is any Tom, Dick, and Harry go and sit on radio and social media castigating the organization that he knows nothing about.
All right.
That is what we will not accept.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's well noted. That's well noted. Thank you for speaking to me. And thank you. All right. Bye.